Welcome to Big Brander Podcast, the place you're going to learn more about social media, brand building, and as part of our journey as entrepreneur and how we can overcome things and succeed. Today, I want to speak about how you can actually know on which social media platform you should focus on which one you want to spend more time but with engaging with your audience. And for that, I've actually developed a system that I call it the 4K, which means knowing yourself, knowing your audience, knowing your message, and knowing the platforms. And I'm just going to go over each and every one of them, and you're going to see how they're all actually tailored to each other and how they're really going to help you to have a better understanding on which social media platform to focus on. And just before I'm going to start, I just want to mention that it's very important in the beginning to focus on one platform, succeed in that platform, learn it, dominate that platform, understand how it works for you, build a little community there or even a big one, and then move to another one, and then move to another one. Don't try to be in all platforms on the same time without knowing how each and every one of them works for you. That's as well, I've done it with my business as well. I've started with Facebook. Once Facebook was working for me, I moved to Instagram. Once Instagram was working for me, I moved to YouTube, and then after that, like LinkedIn and TikTok and podcasting and everything, but I haven't done it all at the same time. So this is the first tip I want to share. But now I want to start getting into the 4Ks. So the first K is about knowing yourself, which goes in two directions. The first one is about knowing yourself because you are the brand. If you want to be true to yourself and be authentic, you need to get to know yourself. If you know yourself, you know what are the problems and struggles that you experience, and you're also going to know how you overcome them. What have you done for this, which you're going to be able to share with your audience? That's going to actually lead me to the second K, which is knowing your audience. But before I'm going to go to this, I want to continue with knowing yourself, because the knowing yourself is also going to decide of actually knowing what you like, what you're not, what you're good with, what you're not, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, which I also have an episode about, that you can actually listen and learn more about yourself. But that's the part when you're going to also learn, am I actually good with writing? Maybe not. Do I like to be in front of the camera or not? Can I overcome my fears of being in front of the camera? Yes, not. Like, just to learn more about this, because that actually going to take it to like knowing the platforms and knowing the message. So this is the first one. So you really want to learn as much as you can about yourself and have a better understanding. From here, you're going to move to the second K, which is knowing your audience. By knowing your audience, you're going to know where to find them, on which social media platform they're most active. You're also going to know like when are they active? Okay, what's the timing? So for example, if my audience is mom for toddlers, I know not to be active during the day, or like especially like when they're with the kids and stuff like this, I'll be mostly active like early morning or late in the evening when the kids are actually sleeping, right? And the other part is that you're also going to know what is your message, which is going to lead to the third K, which means by knowing your audience, you're going to know what is the problem that they experience, their pain point, their struggle, their challenge, which takes me to the third K, which is about knowing your message. Because once you know your audience and you know what they're struggling with, what is the problem that you want to focus on, you actually can write and define your key message. Which, by the way, I do have an episode about how to define your target audience and how you actually define your key message. It's two different episodes. But by the way, another thing is that knowing your audience is part of your business foundation. There was a reason why I put it as that episode as your business foundation, because as you can see, knowing that gonna help you with the other ones, okay? So first, I'm just gonna repeat it again. Knowing yourself will allow you to know which audience you wanna attract, okay? And you're also gonna know which type of content you can create, because you're gonna know if you can do videos or writing or whatever it is, okay? And that takes me to the third one of knowing your message. Okay, so once you know what is the problem you want to focus on, it helps you better to understand, okay, now I know that this is what I want to communicate. Now, what is the best way for me to communicate it? Okay. Is it going to be better with creating videos? Is it going to be by writing? Is it going to be more like writing like short posts, like long posts? Maybe create like, recording audios? What's going to package my message the best way? Which actually also link to the part of like knowing yourself, because then you know what is the best way to package my message, but also to package it in a way that I can still be true to myself and be authentic and don't look like someone is forcing me to do something. And that takes me to K number 4, which is knowing the platforms, which actually kind of tailoring it all together. Because by knowing the platform, I know, okay, if I know that I don't really like to make videos, but I'm good with writing, and that will be enough for me. So I want to have a YouTube channel. I want to be on TikTok, right? Like creating content there because I don't like to be in front of the camera, or maybe because it's not the best way for me to promote my message. Another part is by knowing my audience and knowing the platform. For example, I know that I'm trying to reach out to corporate, to different organizations, and more like professional type of businesses. I know LinkedIn will be better for me. If I'm good with writing and I'm looking for a long post, I can write like article on LinkedIn. Again, so as you can see, it's a type of mix. So you really need to ask yourself about all those 4Ks and through that make a decision. And as I said in the beginning, make sure, okay, that you're not doing all platforms at once just because you think you need all of them. Build communities on each and every one of them. And by building a community in one, you can take that community with you to the second platform and then to the third and then to the fourth and so on. But try to really focus. Remember, you're a one-man show most of the time in your business. So you cannot spread. You cannot be everything to everyone. You want to focus. You want to work smart and not hard. You want to work with a strategy. So that's my recommendation for you. If you've got questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to me and search for Big Consulting. I'm going to answer all your questions, and good luck by finding the right social media platform.